In just under 3 years, the United States has lost over 14 million international tourists, a shocking drop never seen before in modern times. Once a hotspot where people from all corners of the globe came to snap pictures at the Grand Canyon, munch on hot dogs, or chase the American dream, the country now feels eerily quiet. Airports that buzzed with excitement are nearly empty, and luxury hotels in places like Florida are practically begging guests to stay with big discounts. Popular tourist states like California, New York, and Nevada are struggling as visitors vanish faster than trends on social media. Why? It's not just pricey plane tickets or a strong dollar. Skyrocketing costs, rising crime, and a growing sense of unease, worse than a sci-fi trip to Mars, are pushing tourists away. This isn't about boycotts. It's a real economic issue hitting 6 states hard, with data and stories showing a tourism industry in crisis. Number 1. Hawaii. Imagine standing on a Hawaiian beach where the golden sand stretches wide and the turquoise waves crash gently, but it's so quiet you can hear every ripple. Once buzzing with tourists from around the world, Hawaii's shores now feel like a secret hideaway. If I told you that places like Waikiki, once packed with camera-clicking crowds, are now so empty you could count the people on one hand, would you believe it? Just picture it, the same vibrant sky, the same sparkling ocean, but no lively chatter, no tour groups snapping selfies, and no lines at the beachside cafes. The sun loungers sit unused, like they're waiting for guests who never show up. Recent data paints a stark picture. International visitors to Hawaii have dropped by over 40% compared to before the pandemic. That's not just a number, it's a massive hit to local businesses. Every empty suitcase at Honolulu's airport means fewer bookings for hotels, fewer meals served at restaurants, and fewer rides for taxi drivers. Hawaii has always been a pricey destination, but now it's even tougher to visit. Flight costs from places like Tokyo have nearly doubled since 2019, and a new accommodation tax has pushed hotel prices higher. On top of that, news about safety issues, traffic jams, and service shortages has dimmed Hawaii's appeal. Even loyal Asian American tourists, especially Japanese and Korean travelers, are choosing cheaper trips to places like Canada or their home countries. Shockingly, a week in Tokyo can now cost less than a week in Maui, including flights and lodging. Local voices tell the story best. A Maui homestay owner shared that 2024 was the first summer in over 20 years she had to shut down because bookings dried up. "My Japanese guests used to reserve a year ahead," she said, "but now my calendar is as empty as the beaches." Experts warn that if this trend continues, Hawaii's tourism industry, which fuels over 20% of the state's economy, could face serious trouble. This could lead to job losses not just in hotels and restaurants, but also in shops, transport, and even real estate. Hawaii, once a dazzling stage for travelers, now feels like a theater with no audience. Is it becoming too costly and hard to reach, or is this just a temporary dip for this island paradise? What do you think? Share your thoughts below, and let's explore if other hotspots like Las Vegas are faring any better. Number 2. Nevada. It's tough to imagine, but Las Vegas, the dazzling heart of entertainment, is facing a surprising downturn. Casinos that once buzzed with excitement now close midweek due to a lack of visitors. Over the last 2 years, spending by international tourists in Nevada has plummeted by over 50%, hitting the city hard. This isn't just about fewer dollars spent, it's about empty high roller tables, upscale restaurants cutting hours, and service workers switching to part-time jobs or leaving entirely. Tourism and entertainment drive 60% of Las Vegas' economy, so this drop directly affects locals' livelihoods. Why is this happening? Living costs in Vegas are among the highest in the US, with hotel rooms now 30% pricier than in 2019. Many Asian tourists, once loyal visitors, are choosing cheaper destinations like Macau or Singapore for gambling, shopping, and shows. Meanwhile, international business travelers, who once flocked to Vegas for major trade shows, are heading to Dubai or Singapore due to lower costs and easier travel. A dancer from a famous Vegas show shared that 2024 was the first year he stopped performing mid-season, with shows dropping from twice nightly to just 4 a week, mostly for American audiences. If international visitors don't return, Vegas risks losing its extravagant charm. Is this a temporary dip, or is Vegas fading? Share your thoughts below. Number 3. New York. Picture yourself standing in Times Square during a hot summer day, expecting a vibrant mix of tourists from all corners of the globe. Instead, you see only small clusters of American visitors snapping quick photos before hurrying away. Recent data shows a sharp 30% drop in international tourists visiting New York compared to previous years. This decline has wiped out billions in tourism dollars, hitting hard not just hotels and restaurants, but also taxi drivers, street performers, and small shops that rely on foreign visitors' generous spending. Each missing group from Europe or Asia means 10 to 15 small businesses lose vital income. Why are international tourists staying away? News of rising street crimes like robberies splashed across global media might be scaring them off. Add to that the soaring costs. Hotel rooms in Manhattan now average over $300 a night, plus taxes and fees. Complicated U.S. immigration processes also discourage travelers. Interestingly, domestic visitors are still coming, even slightly more than before, but they spend far less. While a European tourist might drop $500 on fancy dinners or designer clothes, most locals or domestic visitors stick to budget meals and a couple of attractions. A Manhattan restaurant manager noted that while tables are full, people order cheaper items, skip fine wines, and leave smaller tips. If international visitors don't return, New York's luxury scene could fade, with layoffs and businesses shifting to cheaper services. Is New York losing its global sparkle, becoming just an American hub? Share your thoughts or memories below. Number 4. Florida. Florida, the Sunshine State, is usually buzzing with tourists in the summer, its peak season. But now, something unusual is happening. Even Disney World, the heart of Florida's fun, is rolling out special deals to attract visitors, something rare for this time of year. Once Florida was a non-stop playground, with packed theme parks like Disney and Universal Studios, and sunny beaches full of life. Now, wait times for rides are just minutes, not hours. In Miami, you mostly hear English, with fewer French, Spanish, or Japanese voices. Recent data shows a big drop, over 35% fewer international tourists compared to pre-pandemic days. This hurts Florida's tourism, which brings in billions yearly, hitting a low not seen in over a decade. Hotels, fancy restaurants, and cruise tours that depend on global visitors are struggling. Many say Disney's rising ticket prices and costly skip-the-line options, plus its legal fights with the state, are hurting Florida's image. Add to that storms, floods, and extreme weather warnings, and international tourists are thinking twice. Meanwhile, high-end cruises, once a hit with Europeans and South Americans, are losing out to places like the Caribbean or Portugal. Why? U.S. entry rules are tough, and a week in Lisbon can cost less than a short Miami trip. A Key West boat tour owner shared, "We used to be booked solid with Brazilians and Argentines. This year, we canceled trips due to low demand." Florida feels like a giant theme park with empty rides. If it doesn't win back global trust, it may lean on local visitors who spend less. Is Florida pricing itself out, or is this just a phase? And if Florida's struggling, what about California's glitzy appeal? That's a story for another day. Number 5. California. Imagine California, the dazzling land of Hollywood's glitz, Silicon Valley's tech wonders, and sun-kissed beaches, losing its shine for international tourists. Hard to believe, right? Places like Los Angeles with its iconic Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica's sandy shores, and Beverly Hills' glamour used to draw millions. San Francisco, with its stunning Golden Gate Bridge and vibrant hilly streets, was a must-visit gem. But now tourists are sharing a different story. Many leave remembering not the beauty but trash-strewn sidewalks and homeless encampments near Venice Beach. Travel forums warn against visiting, and a 2024 survey revealed over 40% of international visitors won't return within 5 years. California's tourism revenue has plummeted by billions since pre-pandemic times. In San Francisco alone, losing 1 million international visitors yearly leaves thousands of hotel rooms empty and countless service jobs gone. Even California's lucrative conference tourism, driven by tech events and global expos, is slipping away to cleaner, safer, and cheaper cities like Seattle, Austin, or Vancouver. Vancouver especially lures Asian and European visitors with easier visa rules and lower costs. California's losing not just casual tourists but big spending professionals who fuel its creative economy. If this continues, the state's vibrant West Coast image could fade. Restoring its sparkle could take decades and billions. Is California neglecting the basics, or is this just a passing phase? What's your take? Share your California memories below. If even California's star is dimming, can Alaska's wild beauty hold its allure? Stay tuned for more. Number 6. Alaska. Imagine Alaska, a stunning land of icy peaks and wild beauty that sparks dreams just from a single photo. Yet, this paradise is facing a tough time. Giant cruise ships, once packed with excited travelers, now sail with half-empty decks. International tourism in Alaska has dropped by over 45% since its peak before the pandemic. Cruises, the heart of Alaska's tourism, have been canceled or scaled back because fewer people are visiting. Picture this. Each ship carries 1,000 fewer international guests, leaving hotel rooms empty and local restaurants and bars struggling without their usual crowds. Why are tourists staying away? A 7-day cruise now costs 20 to 30% more than in 2019. Flights from Europe or Asia to the US, then onward to Alaska, are pricier than ever. Plus, news of wild storms, melting glaciers, and unpredictable weather is scaring visitors off. Meanwhile, other destinations are stealing Alaska's spotlight. European travelers pick Norway's fjords for their beauty, lower costs, and easier visas. Asian tourists head to New Zealand for snowy mountains and wildlife adventures. Some international tours even offer Alaska-like scenery without the hassle of US customs. If this trend continues, Alaska might depend only on domestic visitors, who often skip luxury tours or long stays. This could hurt small businesses, coastal towns, and the tourism industry, which may take 5 to 10 years to recover. Alaska is like a sparkling gem locked in a case few open. Would you visit Alaska or choose a cheaper similar destination? Share your thoughts below.